Hello everybody and welcome to this video. Okay, what you have put in the titles, yeah, I know I am just making a prediction series of the coming up called New Super Mario Bros. For the Nintendo Switch, and I actually think that this is coming to the Switch, and that I just hope this is coming too. And I also thought to make a Super Mario Maker prediction, but that is not coming now. Today we're gonna talk about this and try to predict, and if it comes out, then we can know if what we have right and everything else. Also, before this starts, I just want to say that this is my own opinion. Everything what it says here is just what I think should be, and if you want to make your own prediction series of this, you're welcome to. I'm not leaving, or you can do whatever you want. Okay, our first we're gonna talk about is the boss battles. Let's start. Bosses. There's no doubt that Nintendo is one of the worst boss designers for Mario. Splatted, they make Mario bosses too easy, and then what is the plot? Always to defeat him, to jump on their head. Easy as that, nothing more or less. So what do I want? I mostly want harder bosses, and not some really fucking easy bosses like Boom Boom or the Koopa Links. I want those in the next game, but I don't want them to be easy as heck. Even I only completed the game on 2 days. 2 freaking days. And the next day I tried again, and I completed it in 1 fucking day. You see how easy that is. So what do I want you, Nintendo, to make is to make it much harder. And I don't really have any ideas to make it harder, but I know that you can think about it mostly. Because I love boss battles in mostly games, and I think that is what all games need. But which boss battles should we have? Mostly, I should tell you that we should actually have the Koopa Links, and everything else. But they have to be in another world. That I don't think that worlds have to only be sand, ground, and all that stuff. I don't think about it. Let's talk about that now. Maps. Okay, you can see in the first one, this is the map for the new Super Mario Bros. U for the Wii U, of course, that nobody liked and anything. Well, let's go to another Mario world and see on that map. Oh, whoopsie-doodle-doo. What do we see here? It looks like Nintendo have made the same worlds. The only thing they added new to this game is the World Mushroom and World Flower and World Star. And that's the only difference they made. But legit, everything is the same thing. So what I predict in this video that maybe it's gonna come is that actually they're gonna make more worlds, and it's not just desert, beach, snow, oh, you name it, and all those things. It's not just gonna be them. There are going to be those, but we're also gonna have some new ones. And I am just gonna say there is not just going to be 8 worlds, but there are going to be 10 worlds. I know this is just 2 more, and it should be more, but hey, this is my prediction. Anyways, moving on. Let's talk about about one of the special things is items. Items in New Super Mario Bros. Is really good, but one thing I want, it's nothing that is wrong with the items, everything is fine in it, except for the meanie one that just make you meanie and does everything worst. Grrr. But I actually want more items than those. Of course, I want the propeller suit, the fire flower, the big mushroom, or just the mushroom, the 1-up, or the ice flower, can't speak, and the power and the star. So that is, I want all of those, but I want more items. I have created my own that I actually dropped myself. I dropped two new items. I have a lot of items I can use, but I'm only gonna use 2 to show you. Maybe in another video I'm gonna show you more that I wanted to. So yeah, here they are. Okay, the first one I got here that I actually dropped is, I call it actually the electric flower that you can use to shoot electric balls at an enemy. Example, if you throw it at a Koopa Troopa, he turns into a skeleton when he gets a shock, and if you throw it at a Koopa, a Goomba, he also turns into a skeleton, and that would actually be really cool. I know it is not very special to use or something, but else I also wanted to use is that the electric flower, also when you throw it goes straight ahead and does not go in the ground when you throw it, and you can throw 3 times instead of two times in a row. So that's what it can. Let's go to the last item. So whoop-de-doop-de-doo, I have created this. Now you're thinking, what the fuck is that? This is also, I call it for the beaver suit. The beaver suit, how to get the beaver suit is to get a piece of wood and get a wood with eyes and beaver looking mouth and with his tail. So I thought this would actually be a very good idea. This could act just like the Tanuki suit, but this thing does not fly. Sorry about that. This thing actually, if Mario takes it, he can use his tails to actually anything. He could make his tail to slay the others down so the enemies die, and he can also use his tail for protection. What I mean is protection, like protect his face or something. I don't know how that is gonna work, but Nintendo, I know you can make my dream come true to this come. If you don't, then I don't care. But also this thing cannot fly, and so that's it. And I thought actually, if there's any world gonna come, I thought it would be very great if you had like a forest or and there you can get this suit. So those are those suits. Now we're gonna talk about the story of the game. The story. Okay, why am I making the story? The story is going to be just like the same one. The Princess Peach is just getting kidnapped and everything. I couldn't really make it any exciter, but I just gonna think it's going to be just like that. Yeah. But I thought to make it more interesting to make my own story, and then I can think if this game comes back, I can know what I got right. Right. Well, one thing I would just wanted to say is, let's just talk about the story. Okay, here is how the story goes. Princess Peach and all the groups are going to a fancy party that the Princess Peach made a cake like she does every single day until Bowser comes and ruins this party that they actually made. But this is not an ordinary party. This is actually Peach's birthday, so she can kidnap her on her birthday. And instead of Bowser going on a ship and then you have to battle him here and all that, instead I thought that they're actually having a plane instead of a ship. I know this sounds strange and that doesn't even give any sense, but hey, that could be it. And just like in the Super Mario Odyssey, if you haven't played the game, in the last game they were playing up on the moon. Instead of the moon, you can go in any planet and battle it. And there's where the last world is. So, and how to get it is going with a spaceship. Sounds a good idea, I think. Well, let's go to the last thing we're gonna talk about in this. It's the gameplay. The gameplay. What am I thinking about the gameplay? Well, when I'm saying the gameplay, I'm actually meaning about the characters, of course. Of course, we're going to have 4 players, of course, and so I also thought that it would also be very nice to have Super Mario and Luigi have of course always have to be there and everything. So what did I actually thought? Well, I thought with the 4 players we're getting rid of the Toads. What? The Toads? Why? Well, the blue and the yellow Toads, I don't really think they have to be there. They are really annoying when you actually play it. I hate listening to their sound every time I have a guest when I'm playing, and maybe someone don't have that trouble, but I have just my own opinion. So what I thought, why don't change it a little bit? I mean, you already have Wario and Waluigi. Why don't you just use those characters as a gameplay characters? Those have been very, very, very great. Those have to also be in the spotlight together. And then Mario and Luigi can save the day. Same, instead of using Toad, we already have one annoying Toad. We don't need more of them. Get a little carried away. Well, it was fun to talk about this. If Nintendo watched this, just remember this was my own opinion. You can make your own if you think what is gonna happen in there, if they're ever gonna make. And Nintendo, if you ever make this or watch after this, that's probably not gonna happen, then I hope you're gonna use some of my ideas. Don't have to use everything of my ideas. Mostly the bosses use that idea, yeah. But mostly stuff using bomb all the time too. Okay? Anyways, bye guys.